G'day guys, I'm just out again tonight chasing a few foxes, maybe a wild dog. I've got the thermal gear, 6mm BR, trail camera to check. Let's get into it. The joys of walking around in the dark. You reckon I could have set myself up in a more shitty spot? Probably not, but anyway. Here I am. We'll just have a little bit of a stand here with the OUTBACK. I haven't got a bad view over the flats and up a little bit of a gully that the wind's blowing out of. Very quiet on that stand. One thing it is though, is bloody humid. It must be about 95%. We're meant to get rain for the next few days, so yeah, it's pretty awful conditions. I'd say it's about 29 degrees Celsius. It's about 9 o'clock at night, so yeah, a bit sticky to walk around in anyway, and certainly not great thermal conditions. But vixen down for the night. Have a look at the footage of this one. That was a little bit of a weird one. I'm only about 250 metres from where I just had the OUTBACK going, and looked across the flat and saw this fox, what I thought was a fox, about 300 metres away. So I got the ghost runner predator call out and gave it a couple of squawks, and she sort of moseyed over, wasn't in a hurry, but come over she did, and yeah, shot her at probably about, I don't know, 80 to 100 metres at a guess. Fair pegged her. As you can see, I've got the tail over the hole because it's reasonably graphic from a 87 grain VMAX 6mm projectile. These guys certainly haven't dried up yet. There's still heaps of them out in the paddock at the moment. Missed him. I'm having a spate tonight of not hitting record on the Thermion, but this is that vixen that I just missed the shot on. I've walked about another 150 metres down the track, looked out in the long grass, and here she was sort of sitting there watching me. Now, I gave the predator caller a couple little squawks, and yeah, she was out of there. So anyway, one fatal look back from about 150 metres, and I've put one up the back of her shoulder, down and out. So not great to miss them, but even better when you get another chance and you do get them on the deck. Just check the trail camera, 193 photos, mostly of cattle, a few goannas, magpie, no foxes, certainly no wild dogs, which is a little bit frustrating. We've been chasing them about 2 kilometres away as the crow flies on the other side of this bit of a little range we're on, and they've been very active over there. There's been a few livestock losses, and we've had a few targeted evenings over there with no luck either. So yeah, I thought they might have been passing along this little bit of a game pad that I've certainly got pictures of dogs on before, but they just don't seem to be active over here at all. Let's just say that the damage on this fox is substantial. I've hit him in the lower head, and his lower head's pretty much gone under his nose, right back into his chest. We'll film it in red, see if we can beat the analytics on blood, but obviously that dark stain on the tree, there's a bit of splatter that flew back off him. He's a young dog fox, so good one to get out. Found myself a couple of fallow deer out here tonight. I don't normally see those guys. It's pretty cool to get eyes on a little mob of them. Farmer doesn't like them shot out here anyway, and I personally don't get any sport out of shooting the poor buggers at night, even though I do it sometimes just for pest control. But yeah, if no one wants me to do it, I leave them alone. I much prefer to hunt them in the daylight. Sure, you would have got a laugh out of that. For some reason I had this great idea that I'd fit through there with all my gear on, and I can tell you, I only just fit through there without my gear on, let alone when I got wedged between those 2 rails with my backpack on. Righto guys, so I've got a heap of lightning out on the horizon, and it's just started to rain. I'm going to head home. It's about 11 PM, couple of foxes down, so we won't complain about that. A little bit light on as for everything else, but it was cool to see those deer. Anyway, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, have a look at my Patreon, and I'll see everyone next time.